Well, welcome to my channel. It is time for a good adventure. It's adventure time. This will be back-to-back videos fishing from a float tube. I've been hunting the last few weeks. I was going to hunt this weekend as well, but the weather was not looking great. It was looking actually kind of poopy where we were going to go. So I am fishing. It is fall. I mean, there's already snow on the ground, as you can see. I'm going to a lake I've been to many times. Typically not fast fishing. Couple, but there's big fish in it, so I'm hoping to get into a few. I'm gonna be tossing a midge tip, yeah, packing a tube, hopefully getting some fish. And I'm keeping my fingers crossed that it's not froze over, because there was a pond significantly lower that was half frozen. So here's hoping. Let's get going. All right, as usual, I'm slow as far as getting going, but here we go. A little bit of a hike ahead of me and some snow, but hopefully it pays off. Let's go. Well, it turns out I just sweated my Weibos off for no reason, packing a tube. Gosh dang. Yeah, it's the gamble did not pay off. It's frozen. There's a little bit open water on that end. I hiked in here, so I'm gonna go try it. But gosh dang it. Yep, the gamble did not pay off. Who knows? Maybe that little pocket open water I'll get into some. Who knows? Dang it. There is the fattest tiger trout I have seen in my life that I spooked underneath this rock and it went down below the log. You probably can't see it. It is lengthwise I've caught bigger, but it's just obese fat. It's huge. It probably won't take anything. I got a bounce scud on this pole, so I don't know. You never know. You never know. Sink, sink, sink. Well, I just got denied by a cut. All right, here we go. This might be a waste of time. There is not very much open water, and the open water that I can see is all pretty shallow. But I hiked in here, so I'm gonna try it. You never know. Here we go. Hope for the best. Well, that was a lot of work for nothing. The open water only goes about 2.5 feet deep. I mean, my flippers are stuck in the dirt right now, so I haven't seen a single fish over here. So that's a bummer. Guess go for my plans for day number 2 a little early, I guess. No bueno. I don't know if you can see that. That thing's insanely humpback, but there's even a bigger one. He's always going right by, even a bigger one. Freaking ginormous. Oh. Holy crap, that one is so dang big. Dang it, you scared the one away. I have no idea if you can see how big that freaking tiger trout is. It's like ginormous. Oh, do it, do it, do it. He actually looked at it. Oh my gosh, there's even a bigger one. Oh my gosh. Well, that was kind of a bust. I saw some really flipping big tigers, but they're kind of like in spawn mode, even though they're sterile. Some really big ones, but oh well. I was kind of hoping that it, had not froze over yet. You never know this time of year. I've come, this late in the year, and sometimes ice free, other times froze over. This time, not so lucky. The open water that I did fish was like 2.5 feet deep, so now I'm gonna move on to where I was planning on fishing tomorrow, and who knows what I'll do tomorrow then. So if it's any good, then maybe I'll just stay and fish it both days. But got a bit of a drive now, so let's get going. All right, I'm now at spot number 2. Might be short-lived. There's only one other person on the water, and this is a pretty main destination, so I don't know, maybe they know something I don't. So still gonna try it for a bit. It's kind of murky, the water, but this is another spot that has big fish, so let's hope for the best. Hope for the best. Just got my midge tip, my centric 10-foot 6-weight. So literally the same setup I had a few weeks ago. I never even took this one fly off, so it's just a balanced damsel on the bottom, Toronto and Frenchie, the mid fly, and never fly is just a soft tackle. Yeah, I may end up switching, but that's what I'm going to start off with. So hopefully we get into some fish. There are some big fish in here, so all right. It's midge tip time. Well, I am now in a completely different area, I did not plan on coming here, but like I said, the one lake was 90% frozen. The other one was a total bust. I didn't even get a bump. And there was one guy that was bait fishing. He had a couple, and he'd been there all day. And I talked to another guy in a boat, and one other guy, and they had nothing all day either. So I don't know what the deal is there, but I've moved on to another very popular Stillwater. Been here many times. Never done it on a float tube. I've done it on Flycraft and my pontoon boat, but never on a float tube. But man, I hope I get into something. I had one fish on it the first lake. That's it. In the little teeny bit of open water there was. So not a fast action trip so far. So hopefully we get into some fish. Let's go. All right, we're off. If we get into a few, and I'm a good 150 yards out, and it's still only like 4 feet deep. Where I normally fish is completely out of water now. I mean, it's so low. I like to go after them in the cover of the grass, but nope, there's no grass. The water levels are too low. I don't know how it's going to be. I'm here, I'll try. Cast right after I said that. Put fish on, don't know what he took. Oh, looks like he is on the balanced damsel. I think it'll do. Oh, I got a, looks like a, I can't tell. Yeah. There's fish. Didn't land it, so it doesn't count. Well, I have had one on and 2 other. Oh, there we go. There we go. Like a little cut. I'm getting quite a few bumps, but this will. He took the Chironomid Frenchie, I believe. Yeah. Yeah. Whoa. No, don't get caught on my elbow. Like a cutthroat. A decent little guy. It's cold, so I'm not going to touch him. Chironomid Frenchie. Good old Lance Egan. Alright, there you go. There we buddy, try. There you go. A fish took the mid fly. My damsel got caught on something that bent the hook straight out, which sucks because they're not a quick try for me. So, oh well. Bend it back. It'll be weak. But hopefully, it'll stick a fish before I have to change it. Oh, there we go. Just a little guy. Oh, never mind. Fish on, but it feels tiny. The problem is I'm getting like caught on debris like every cast. Once the wind picked up, and it's just a little guy on the balance damsel. Hey, he's not that small. He's turning it into a salad. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, great. I'm an idiot. Frickin', yeah, that sucks. I'm an idiot. What an idiot. And I got debris on my pole, everything. Gosh dang, that sucks. Not to be a nightmare. Trying to get all the weeds untangled from my line. Trying to get away from all the weeds. Having a hard time. As far as getting bumps, I'm getting bumps most casts. That's a decent fish. Looks like he's on the Chironomid Frenchie. I'm thinking. Oh no, the damsel. He's on the damsel. Well, I'm not going to make the mistake of trying to let him go without the net, because that made it into a nightmare. Decent cut. Got that guy. Let him go. Oh, we got him. On his own. Right, let him go. Nice little cut. Sorry, buddy. Thank you so much. I got to give credit where credit is due. The guys at Fly Fish Food put me on this midge tip line where you fish with 3 flies about 5 feet apart. It's pretty much a game changer. It is crazy how effective it is. So I don't know, if you're into stillwater fishing, you might want to look into it, because man, it's awesome. It's, you know, as long as you're in a state where you can fish with multiple flies. Wouldn't do you any good in like British Columbia, but yeah, I would give it a whirl. It works. It's hilarious. I reeled in because I could see I had, you know, grass stuck on my first fly, and I'm pulling it to get it off, and all of a sudden it starts tugging in my hand. Another little cut. On the balance damsel. Yeah, fun. There you go. Thank you, buddy. Thank you. Fun. Fish on, but it does not feel big. Starting to kick back in. I got really windy. Kind of sketchy on it too, but it's died down. So back at it on the damsel. What do we got here? Yeah, a little rainbow. First rainbow. This little guy. I'll take it. Thank you, buddy. I just had a little little bump. We've got some weeds, I think. Yeah. I mean, it is the fall. I mean, it's past mid-October now, or well, right around mid-October. I've never been here and had it to myself and not seen at least one other tube or boat on there. I mean, there's some, motor, some big boats on the other end of the lake, but there's I got it all to myself down here. Never had that before. I'm gonna call it. It started white capping. It got sketchy out there, so it took me forever. Legs cramped up, kicking back in. It was that windy, and as soon as I get back, it kind of dies down. Well, that's all she wrote. It's pretty fast action, but I had to quit very early. It got windy, and it got sketchy windy for a float tube. Like, it was white capping. My whole back got wet, splashing up above my waders, and not wide enough float tube to be out in that kind of wind. Of course, now that I've got everything put away, it's still windy, but it's not white capping. So, it'll be a very short video if it's a video at all, because the first two places were pretty much a bust. I only had one fish on one at the first spot, so I got into a few. I was getting bumps like every cast, but I was also getting like a salad every time. It was just weed after weed. But I had a good time, so I get the long drive home. I'll get back a little early because I was planning on fishing most of the day. But anyways, I had a good time. So appreciate you watching. This will probably be definitely the end of the float tube season because it's mid-October, so I have to fish some lower elevation still waters and maybe a couple of streams. So winter's coming, ice fishing a little bit, and skiing. Love to ski. So thanks for watching. Until next time.